Hey fam, it is your girl, the one and the only Spicy, and I'm here today with another pick a card reading. I hope everyone is feeling well. I hope that you all enjoyed your weekend and that you all are feeling blessed. I feel well, I'm grateful, and I'm definitely excited to be here doing another reading for you all today. So if you are new here, welcome. And if you are returning, I definitely want to give you all a special welcome back. And I just want to continue to thank you all for just positively engaging with my channel, liking, commenting, sharing the videos, subscribing, everything that you all do, including sending donations and even booking readings, is just so amazing and it's so pivotal to this channel's growth. So I want to continue to thank you. If you have not subscribed, go ahead and click that button and join the fam today, because I promise that you will love it here. And also make sure you check out the links in the description box as well. So, y'all, the question that we are asking Spirit today is which burdens are being removed from your life? Okay, so we're looking at your life right now and we're trying to consciously understand, okay, which burdens are actively being removed and why. I also have some oracle decks over here that I'm going to be using for some more information. But yeah, that's what we're doing. So if you are new to pick a card readings and you don't really know how this reading is going to go, I'm going to explain to you now. Essentially, you can pause the video right now if you need to and take a look at the 3 pile options that you have in front of you. And you're going to choose the pile or the piles that you would like to listen to, whether it's by the artwork on the back of the tarot deck or even by the crystal. So for pile 1, we have the Radiant Wilds Tarot deck with the citrine crystal. For pile 2, we have the Stardust Tarot with the pyrite crystal. And then for pile 3, we have the Muse Tarot with the rose quartz crystal. So pause the video right now if you need to. Take a look at the 3 different pile options. And then you're going to go to the description box, scroll down to the timestamp, and click the timestamp that correlates with the pile or the piles that you have chosen. And I will see you at your reading. All right, my pile 1 people, if you chose the Radiant Wilds Tarot deck with the citrine crystal, I'm going to go ahead and get started with your reading for today. But first and foremost, I want to say welcome again to all of the new viewers, and I want to give a special welcome back to all of my lovely returning subscribers. I want to continue to thank you all and just show you all how grateful and appreciative that I am of everything that you all have been doing with this channel. Everything is pivotal to its growth, whether you like, comment, subscribe, share, donate, and even book readings. Like, everything that you do is so pivotal to this channel being able to grow and persist. So I just want to thank y'all. I look forward to being even more consistent, posting more videos, and just being able to go live. So stay tuned for that. So if you have not subscribed, go ahead and click that button, join the fam today, because I promise that you will love it here. Also, make sure you check out the links in the description box. There's links there to book a personal reading with me if you would like. You can also donate to this channel, in which there's multiple ways that you can donate, but for your convenience, I have the super thanks button enabled directly beneath this video. You can also give me a follow on Instagram if you would like to, and definitely make sure you check out my Etsy store. That's where I post my line of 3 hand-painted gel press-on nails. So get into it, y'all. Get into it. But yes, let's go ahead and get started. We're asking Spirit today, which burdens are being actively removed from your life. We're looking at your life as of right now. And it's just within my hopes that you're going to be able to use this information in a conscious way so that you can actually continue to keep progressing and moving forward. That's my hopes. So y'all, this is a general reading. Take what resonates and leave what does not. But yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. Which burdens are actively being removed from your life? Which burdens? Okay. Okay, yeah, it's a lot of swords energy here. So it must be a lot going on in your mind and even going on with your communication. But here we have the 6 of Swords, we have the Ace of Swords, we have the 7 of Swords. Okay, we have the 5 of Cups. We also have the Knight of Pentacles. We also have the Queen of Cups. We also have here the Seven of Wands, and we have the Four of Wands. I'm going to get some more clarification as I go along, but I'm going to just go ahead and start because I'm picking up a bit of what the message is for you. But essentially, a burden that is going to be removed is your inability to essentially move on past the loss of something. You all have experienced some type of loss, and it's putting you in a phase, I guess, of your life, or it's putting you in like a mood is what I'm trying to say. Like, because my mind is like, it has you in a funk, but it's definitely putting you in some type of like mood or phase. And when I hear this, it makes me feel like this is just a temporary thing that's going on. So of course we know it's being removed. This isn't something that you are going to be taking into your future, but I feel like you all have had some issues here when it comes to being able to properly move on past something that has already ended. And it's like difficult for you to do this because you perceive what has ended to be a personal loss. You know, you perceive it to be a loss. But here with the Justice card, it's true. It could have been some lesson that you karmically learned through this situation, through you losing what has no longer, what is no longer in your life, rather. But I also feel like with the Justice card, it's like it was essentially, it seems like it's the best thing for you. Like it's helping you step more so into understanding the truth about something, even the truth about someone. It's helping you to understand the truth about it. It's helping you to step more so into, I'm just picking up like your authenticity or a higher level or sense of integrity. But here with the Ace of Swords, like whenever I see the Ace of Swords here, it makes me think about like an aha moment or just like an intense moment of clarity to where you're able to see something from a different perspective. So I just feel like if you felt as though you're stuck in life, 9 times out of 10, what's coming up is that you could be stuck there because you're still feeding the past, or you're feeding a situation that has lost and that you have lost and it's no longer with you, or you're still keeping yourself in that same space. So I don't know why I heard PTSD, but it's like it could definitely be that, to where it's like just the post-traumatic stress of what you have experienced is something that comes up here as well. But yeah, let me see. Let me get some more information so we can get more so into the loss. Into the loss itself. Get more so into the loss. And then we also have the Judgment card within the reverse. So what I'm picking up is like, I don't know, I just heard loss of identity or loss of self. So it must, what it seems like is like the phase in which you are at in life. It's like with you being stuck, having issues with being able to move forward or see things clearly, it for some reason is making you remain attached to a version of yourself that is no longer here. Okay, it's making you attached to an old sense of self or an old sense of identity. So I really feel like it is time for you to move on and to move forward. And it seems like it's time for you to more so get back in touch with yourself. Even here with the Knight of Swords within a reverse, it seems like you all have just made some mistakes, okay? And it's okay. Like, we think we know the best course of action to take, but we may rush into things impulsively, and now we are left on the other side with the mistake, okay? So this could be definitely be something that you all have imposed on yourself, and it's okay. Like, we all definitely make mistakes. It's all right. The most that you can do is really bounce back from it. So I feel like this is something you're still attached to, was like maybe thinking that you were taking the proper course of action, but understanding that you were too hasty or you were too impulsive, and you didn't really cross your T's and dot your I's. So now you're kind of left with the fallout, and the result of it was an immense loss. And I get it. Like, even here with the Justice card, it makes a complete sense why you are dealing with, it seems like, your own personal karma from the decision that you made and now having to lose things. It happens. It happens. But I definitely feel like the burden and the weight of the mistake that you have made that has led you to this point is going to be lifted. Even here with the Ace of Swords, we see that you all have a moment of clarity and you have that aha moment. And you understand like that your actions and the consequences of your actions and where it has led you. That's something that you all are understanding. You're understanding ways in which you were not in your best self. Okay. But I also feel like the way that you navigated, you felt like you had to. I feel like you all were dealing with some scrutiny from others. You were dealing with what I heard was other people having their hand out. That's something that's coming up here as well, or just other people not minding their business. But it seems as though you all felt like the decisions that you made was the best decision to make. It was the best thing you could have done. So that's why I'm not like gonna judge you or try to make you feel bad about the ways in which you showed up and maybe not showing up within your best self or not making the absolute best decision. But I feel like you did what you thought you could with your own level of understanding. I feel like you all are deciding like which way to go now or how you want to move and how you want to navigate within this world. Now, it's definitely making you question things and it's making you understand that before like I said, before I do anything, I must properly plan. I must plan, as opposed to just kind of doing whatever I want. Okay. So I feel like it's okay. Like things like this happen in life and it's really just what it seems like a learning lesson. But what I can say is that the burden of the failure or the burden of the loss that you all have experienced, and it's like it's like in your mind, mentally, you're keeping yourself stuck there when it's time for you to move on. It's like that is going to be removed so that you can essentially move on. Um, for some of y'all, I feel as though like this was an egotistical thing. Um, you could have a great deal of loyalty and pride. So when you have to face the fact that maybe you lost at something or something just didn't go through and it failed, it's like because you're so loyal, because it seems like you're so committed, it's like you want to hold on to that thing. You don't want to let it go. But the fact of the matter is that it's a loving thing for you to finally say, like, you know what, I'm going to forgive myself for the mistakes that I've made. And I'm just going to go in a different direction. I'm going to clean it up. And next time I know that whenever I'm faced with a similar decision or a choice, that I'm going to take my time and plan out my course of action as opposed to just trying to be manipulative or try to be strategic, or I'm trying to be cunning and resourceful. And there's nothing wrong with that. But I feel like it's always best to at least have a plan before you go into something, as opposed to thinking like, oh, I'm just going to wing it, you know? But yeah, I definitely feel as though you all will understand that if you want something to last a lot longer, then you're going to have to be okay with the slow results aspect of it, as opposed to rushing in and potentially making the wrong decision. That's something that I realized. I also feel like there's a lot of anger that you have surrounded around this loss that you all have experienced and not really wanted to let go. It's like there's a lot of anger and emotions that you all have still towards what you perceive to be a failure. But I definitely feel like it's time for you to just it's like what I wanted to say was just feel better. Like, it's time for you all to really just feel better. And I feel like as you move past this mentally, if you let it go, it's like I think that you will be in a better headspace where things are a lot much more calm and peaceful and more so flowing, as opposed to just kind of like stuck. But yeah, it's definitely making me feel a lot of like PTSD type of energy, to where it's like when you think back to that thing that happened that is no longer in your life, when you think back to the circumstances of that, it's like it makes you feel as though you are reliving it in real time, So that's why I'm just like, it's time for you all to feel better. And to, in a sense, I want to say, like, stop upsetting yourself or even stop triggering yourself. So I feel like this loss has to either do with a relationship, um, or with a goal. That's something that I'm picking up. Like, I mean, maybe marriage was your goal and that's something that you really wanted. But I'm also picking up that this has to do with your goals, as far as with, your material abundance, things that you are actively working on. This could even have to do with your skills, your hobbies, things that you want to get better at. But yeah, for some of y'all, it's coming up like as far as you divorcing someone, you separating from someone, or even potentially it all comes down to it being a breakup. Okay, so that's kind of what I'm picking up more so here. I think that a lot of people have things to say about this, and the way in which it went down. I feel like a lot of people have things to say. I feel like you all could be dealing with, anger or bullying from other people, aggression coming from other people. So that's something that maybe you feel like, okay, I need to like defend myself on. But I just feel like it's time to just let it go and just understand like you don't have to defend yourself. You don't have to oblige other people by responding to them. Like that's not something that you have to do. I think the best thing for you to do is to focus on your own mental headspace. Like that needs to come first. And then also understanding what you can do better next time. That's really all I can say. But sorry, I wanted to get some cards as far as with the this energy over here. Like the thing is what I want to tell you is like it's okay to not want to, like, I can understand. What I want to say is I can understand where you are. And I think like it's okay for you to at this point get on one accord with yourself, because I feel like you all want to try again because you perceive this as a loss. But I also feel like you should give yourself some time to build up the energy or get yourself back into a better headspace to be able to try again. So if this is the loss of a relationship, it's like give yourself some time to heal before you go back at this. Okay, maybe marriage is what you want, maybe you want a relationship, that's what you want, and it's okay to want what you want. Okay, we all want things in life, but maybe it's time for you to focus on other things. And I'm not saying don't care about what this goal is, but I feel like it may do you some justice to just detach yourself from this and give it some space so that it can transform. Okay, so that this can transform, because it's like if you're still holding on to the same thing, if you're still holding on to the loss or what you could have did better, even the ruminating thoughts and the worry and the anxiety, it's like if you're still holding on to the mistake, is like there's no room for it to be transformed. It's like what happened is what happened. Now you can continue to keep walking and your life can go in a completely different direction despite the mistake that you made. I just feel like it's you still holding on to something from the past that has already happened, and you have the choice and the option here with the Two of Wands to go in a completely different direction. So it's kind of using your anger, the disappointment, the sadness of, and the grief of what didn't happen, like using that for fuel to go in another direction. I mean, anger is definitely a very powerful emotion. Okay, and it's like if you can use the anger constructively, then there's a lot that you will be able to not only just accomplish, yeah, and that's what I heard, there's a lot that you'll be able to accomplish. And just if you starting from the beginning, there's a lot that you can create. So I just feel like it's just holding on to something that is just no longer here. That's a burden that's removing itself from your life. And I feel like you'll have a lot of clarity, like I said, just on what to do better, how to move better, how to navigate better. Um, and also just putting up boundaries, I feel like, with others. Um, I feel like you shouldn't really care about what other people have to say because it's your own personal life journey and you are being transformed through this. So now is the point in time to where you don't have to play anybody else's game. You can take a step back and you can focus on you. Um, and you can invite what you want to invite into your life and just leave out what doesn't. So yeah, that's just the message again there. Just, reaffirming your own boundaries or creating boundaries if you didn't really have any there. So let's get y'all some, um this is the, what deck is this? This is the Sacred Destiny. I don't know why I'm asking y'all. It's a Sacred Destiny deck. Oh, actually, I want to start with, let's get some advice on your situation. And I also have the Surrender deck here. And I'm just going to be asking, like, what can you consciously surrender to? As this burden is being removed from your life, like what can you consciously do that will help and support you in this process? Okay, so we have here, bring love into the situation. I also have this card here. This says a time to give rather than to take. Even here, when I see bring love into the situation, it definitely brings it back here to this Queen of Cups energy. And this is even a time to give rather than take. And I feel like this has to do with you and yourself. Like, especially here, which is like the Queen of Cups talks a lot about like just true love. Like when I think about the Queen of Cups, I think about like unconditional love and just actual caring, affection, actual compassion. Like that's what I think about. I think about like just space, space and acceptance. I don't know why I just heard expansion, like, but I just picked that up with the Queen of Cups. And I feel like this card is here to let you all know that it's important for you to love yourself. Okay. Bring love into the situation. Like it's love for yourself. And it's like giving yourself the chance to get out of that stuck feeling and just being a little more flexible and a little more mutable and a little more like go with the flow. That type of thing is what's going on. Like, I definitely feel like you all have to be a pillar for yourself. And it's like, what would you tell your best friend? If your best friend was still mourning the loss of something, it's like, what would you tell that person? And it's like, whatever you would tell that person, like, tell that same information to yourself, like from a loving place, from a loving standpoint and point of view. So yeah, like here we have emotions are running high. As we can see, I know I picked that up. I picked up a lot of anger. Like there is sadness here, but more so I feel like it's anger for making the wrong move, for making a mistake. That's more so what I'm picking up here. So yeah, we do know that emotions are running high. Maybe this is why it's important for you all to just bring love into your own personal situation and like give yourself some relief, like give yourself some relief. Like sometimes you really, like, regardless of how bad the circumstance or situation is, it's like sometimes you just have to give yourself some relief so you're not always like at it with feeling bad, like feeling angry. Like those feelings take up a lot of energy. So sometimes it's like, even when I'm personally mad or feeling some type of way, it's like I have to give myself a break from this, okay? Because what is it doing? Now, what I can say is that you can use the anger to benefit your situation. Like you really can. You can use that to transform the situation into something new. But I feel like that takes it takes maturity at a certain point in time. And then because you're understanding that, like, you know what, I'm feeling this way, I need to take responsibility for how I feel and I need to figure this out. So it kind of forces you to have to figure out the problem, especially when you start kind of getting annoyed or irritated with yourself. It's just like, I have all of this anger, I have all of these emotions, like what am I gonna do with this? Like, so I definitely think it takes maturity of understanding that, like, okay, I can't sit on this anymore. But anyway, we have don't let pride get in the way. And I think this is just confirmation of the energy that I said earlier, where it's just like, sometimes when we have loyalty and we're very loyal and then we're very committed to something, it's like we just kind of want to hold on to it. If you can look at the screen right now, it's like you're like your hand just in a fist, where you just kind of want to hold on to that thing and you don't want to let it go because you think it has something to do with you not being enough, not doing something enough, not loving enough, not caring enough, not, and it's like, you'll understand that like it really has nothing to do with that. Like, just be humble and let it go. You know what I'm saying? Exercise some humility and just let it go, because it's not going to do nothing for you to think that, oh, if I let go of this, that means I'm not loyal and committed. No, you can exercise your loyalty and commitment in other ways, in other areas, okay? Especially when it comes to your financial stability. But I also feel like it's okay to give yourself moments of relief, um, and then get back to it, you know? I mean, it's okay to take breaks. Now, let's move on to the surrender deck. Like, what can you actively surrender to as this burden of the past is being removed? Surrender your need to always be right. Yeah, that definitely is playing into the the pride and ego, because maybe you just wanted to be right, but you weren't right. You made a mistake, and it's okay. Here we see it says, give others the gift of letting them be right. Be yielding, not rigid. This will help resolve conflicts and improve your relationships. So this is giving you some advice as far as when it comes to dealing with relationships with others. But I also feel like this has to do with yourself. It's like, this has to do with yourself as well, and like understanding like it's okay to be wrong. And I feel like this was a life lesson that just showed you that like mistakes will happen. You're not a bionic woman, you're not a bionic man, and it's okay. It seems like this is a part of your own sense of humanity, and that's a part of humanity in general, is understanding that like you will never always be right, and it's okay. So let's see what else we have here that comes out. Okay, we also have surrender your fear of change. And I think this is the thing as well that's like keeping you stuck here as well. I just feel like your sense of self and your identity, like you're a new person. And it's like when you hold on to things that happened in the past, it's like you're holding on as well to like older versions of yourself and who you were as those things were going on. And it's like you're a new person now. So you're going to have new experiences. I feel like that's your right. You have a right to refine yourself. You have a right to redefine yourself, your identity. You have a right to do that. So I just feel like through this compassionate energy of the Queen of Cups and just that forgiveness and love, that you will have some grace and mercy for yourself, okay? And being able to change. But here we have, the universe is reminding you that you are cared for always. Whether you're afraid of change in your job, your health, or relationship, or if you fear aging or death, repeat the affirmation: I have faith that all is well. So I definitely love that for you. I'm gonna get y'all a Sacred Destiny Oracle. We're back to this. We're back to this deck, y'all. I wanted to use it first, but then I realized, no, I'm gonna use it last. So how is this burden removing going to make you feel? Okay. How is it going to make you feel? We have purification, and I love that for you, because we have the death card here as well. It talks a lot about change, and of course just transforming the situation by taking a step back from it. And then we also have surrender your fear of change that's coming up here as well. So we have that, and then we also have action. And I love this for you as well, because it's like you all are kind of stuck sitting with this energy, but I feel like this burden is going to help you to move forward, to help you understand that, like, you know what, I got to cut my losses, and it's okay that I cut my losses. Like, it's all right. And it's just, you know, it's just gonna help you get out of that stuck energy, and it's gonna help you become a little bit much more expansive. I feel like you'll be, like I said, forgiving yourself and just displaying a type of unconditional love. And that's the type of love to where it's like, okay, you know, I made a mistake, but there's still grace. Okay, there's still mercy for me and my mistakes. So all I can do is pick it up. And then here with the Ace of Swords and the Two of Cups, like, this is like all you can do is pick it up and do better next time around. Okay, that's really all you can do, is to become a little more efficient, to become a little more effective, okay, to have a bit of a higher standard. And that's what's coming up here as well with the, I saw the Queen of Swords somewhere here. I think this is the Queen of Swords right here. So this is just letting you know that like moving forward, you can develop a higher sense of integrity for your decisions, for your actions, or even like the relationships that you put yourself in. It's like you can have a higher standard of a relationship because now you are, with the Two of Wands, you're giving yourself time to plan. You're giving yourself time to get your ducks in a row, okay? Get your affairs in order. And with the Ace of Swords, it's like you're going to be doing this in a better way. So it's like, it's okay. You made a mistake, but you can redo it over again. it'll be okay. So I think I'm going to go ahead and leave this reading here. I definitely hope it made sense for you all. And yeah, like, comment, subscribe, and I will see y'all in the next one. Be blessed, fam. Okay, my pile two people. If you chose the Stardust Tarot with the Pyrite Crystal, we're going to go ahead and get started with your reading for today. But first and foremost, I definitely want to say welcome again to all of the new viewers. And I want to give a special welcome back to all of my lovely returning subscribers. I just want to thank y'all for just being so amazing. Just for everything that you do to help grow this channel, liking, commenting, subscribing, sharing, donating, like everything that you all do is just so pivotal towards this channel's growth and progression. And I just look forward to continuing to show up in my best self. I look forward to just posting even more videos and being able to finally go live so that we can actually interact in real time. So thank y'all. If you have not subscribed, go ahead and click that button and join the fam today, because I promise that you will love it here. And also check out the links in the description box as well. There's a link there to book a personal reading with me. You can also donate to this channel if you would like to, and there's numerous ways that you can donate, but for your own convenience, I have enabled the super thanks button directly beneath this video. You can also check me out on Instagram if you would like, and make sure you check out my Etsy store, because that's where I post my line of 3D and hand painted gel press-on nails. So get into it, y'all. But let's go ahead and get started. The question we are asking Spirit today is, which burdens are being removed from your life? So if you feel like it's just a burden, it's something on your back, and you want to have a better understanding of that, and just, you know, the result of its removal, then let's go ahead and get into it. Pile two. Okay, so we have the High Priestess. We have the Devil. Okay, this is good. This is good. We have the Page of Swords. This is good. I feel like you were in what you thought was like a hopeless situation. Because I just heard hopeless. It was another word that I heard as well. Hopefully that word just comes back to me. But yes, you feel like, and what I also heard was irreparable. Like, so you thought that you were in a situation that's irreparable, that couldn't be fixed. You were in an impossible situation, something you felt like you couldn't get out of. Let's see, we also have the Five of Wands, and we have the World. Okay, so you're gonna get out of it, as we can see. We know it's being removed, which is nice. I feel like it's a lot of drama here. It's a lot of drama. There's a lot of gossip. I think this is burdensome, like the people talking about you, or people trying to have conflicts with you, or for some of these, what I'm picking up is like this is a group or a community. It can even be a specific relationship that you were a part of, but I feel like it's old and it's outdated. And what I heard, it is weighing you down, or it was definitely very heavy and weighing you down. And it's like, as a result of you being able to remove yourself from this situation, it's like there's conflict. There's conflict. So it's like, it's difficulty. There's a lot of difficulty that you are experiencing as you are trying to remove yourself from a community of people. Or some of y'all could be leaving a job. There's a lot that has to do with you removing yourself from that. There's a lot of people that have things to say. Okay, there's a lot of people that have things to say about you. You could be experiencing a lot of conflicts and arguments and just going back and forth. Um, that's what you're experiencing here as well. But it seems as though you're actively trying to remove or release this drama and this toxicity. Um, a lot of y'all, this could be your codependence. So maybe it was that you connected with a certain group of people based off of you having similar vices as those people, or you having similar addictions, or what I also heard was afflictions. So things that not only affected you, but it affected them. So that's where you connected with this person or with these people, with this community. But what I just heard Spirit say is like, when you know better, you do better. And I feel as though you all are above what you're experiencing with other people. It's like you're better than that. What I just heard was, when Michelle Obama said, when they go low, we go high, like that type of thing. That's what I'm picking up, is like, you are better than this drama. Like, you're better than what I heard was the petty disagreements, the arguments, and the back and forths. It's like, you're better than that. Because what I keep hearing Spirit say is like, what point are you trying to prove? So maybe you feel as though it was a point that you had to prove being in a certain place or being in a certain space or even in a certain relationship. But I just feel like it's not what I keep hearing is like the burden of proof is not on you. Like, so I don't know where that came from, but it's like the burden of proof is not on you. Like, it's not on you, so you can let this drama go. You really can. And we have the Chariot in reverse, so yeah, it's like this drama is getting in the way of you being able to actively move on. But I feel as though you are trying to actively move on from this. But it seems as though there's outside people that are trying to actively drag you back down, through, talking stuff, talking mess, spreading gossip, spreading lies, falsehoods, things about you. It's like they're trying to drag you back down. They're trying to keep you, bound. But the fact of the matter is like I said, you're better than that. And this is potentially why the drama is even here, is to drag you down. It's like, you have to understand that, like, you are, well, especially you have the potential to vibrate high. You have the potential to be on a higher level. And I think that's what you really should be focusing on, is like, what is next for you? What is your potential? Like, focusing more so on your destiny. Like, is this drama a part of your destiny and purpose as you continue to move forward in life? Or is it more so of a distraction? So I just feel as though, like, it's just the burden of being dragged, being held, being bound to some meaningless nonsense that is going away. So that's definitely interesting, because I definitely feel as though you are better than this. I just keep picking it up. It's like, you're better than this. Like, and you already know people are going to say and do whatever it is that they want to say and do. They're going to say and do whatever they want. And it's like really outside of our control. And it's like, what I heard was like, shut them up. So it's like, you want to shut up these people, but it's like, this is what they do. They talk, they gossip, they spread lies. Like, this is what they do. So it's kind of on you to just have to control yourself. You can't control them, but what you can do is control yourself. And we see the Hermit here, like, and the Hermit talks a lot about, yes, introspection, research and studying. And we have that here as well with the High Priestess, because I feel like both of these cards really have a lot in common. Okay, but I just feel like the best thing for you to do is to get lost. Okay, get lost, like skirt off into the sunset, like literally ghost these people. If like these people are trying to drag you back down and make you feel bad about like your own personal healing, if it's healing, it seems like you all are purging things out of your system. You're releasing things. You're trying to restore some type of order and control back to your life. And it's like, if these people or this person, this relationship can't get with what it is that you're doing, the new you, and is trying to do everything to keep you stuck as opposed to just let you move forward, then you just gonna have to go ghost, because obviously this is a relationship dynamic that you cannot be a part of anymore. It doesn't suit your highest purpose. And I feel like you all know better. I don't know if that, I just keep hearing, if you know better, you do better. So it just seems as though you all know better. And the best thing for you to do right now is to distance yourself away from this. You don't have a point to prove. You don't have to prove a point. None of that. It has to be the case. Just continue to move forward and move on. So I just feel like maybe there's a reason you felt like you had to be tied down to this person or to these people. Like you felt like you had to do that. You felt like you had to do that. But even here with the Nine of Wands, like what I'm really picking up more so is like you understanding that like it's okay. Like, you know, like you understanding that like it's all right as far as like when it comes down to putting up your own personal sense of boundaries around this and just protecting yourself. I feel like you moving on is from a place of like self-preservation. I feel like in a sense you were in survival mode here, but it's like, what is the point of having to be in survival mode when you can literally just save yourself by removing yourself from these issues, from this drama, you know? So I just feel like, you know, that the drama is a burden. I feel like this is why you are moving yourself. Well, you knew originally that what you were tied to was a burden and it was weighing you down. You knew that originally. So as you are taking the steps to remove this from your life because you understand and realize that like this is not it for me, whether it's this relationship or this series of relationships that you have with others in this particular environment and space, you understand that this is not for me. Now there's different types of communities that we can be a part of. Like it could be a church community, it could be your family, it could even be your job and even your coworkers and the work culture that's there. Okay? So it's going to be different for all of us, but I definitely feel as though you even trying to remove yourself has been a problem, you know. Even trying to move on has been a problem, and that's really burdensome to you because you don't feel as though you are in a sense of control of your own life, having your own sense of free will, making your own decisions. You feel like you can't do that. But I don't know. I feel like spirit is just saying like, look, just go ghost on these people. Like, and I mean, at the end of the day, it's gonna come down to you having to abandon this thing, like, and just go your own way. That's just what it seems like. And to exhibit your own sense of boundaries. But like I said, I feel like this is coming from a place of self-preservation. You feel like this is your last option. This is the last thing that you can do. That type of thing. But yeah, you're just listening. You're going within to listen to yourself and develop your own sense of intuition and discernment and understanding what is right for you. Because obviously you have picked up that, you know, this community relationship, like you understand that it's not right for you. It's too problematic. There's too many people that have too much to say and it's not really doing nothing for you. So you're just trying to move yourself out of this situation. And I'm not mad at you because I didn't see the Eight of Cups, but I'm definitely picking up like Eight of Cups type of energy where it's like you understand like this is not enough for me. And for some of y'all, I feel like this could be issues that you're experiencing at school. So this could definitely have something to do with school. Like maybe there are friends at school. There's people that you encounter at school that just are not the best people that you should be around. So now that you are removing yourself from them, removing yourself from their bad behaviors, it's like as you are removing yourself, it's like it's a problem. Because what I keep hearing is like, oh, you think you better or this and that. But the fact is you are better than this. Point blank, period. That's the truth. You actually are better than this. And there's more out there for you. I feel like you just have to listen to yourself. And you just got to remove yourself, like, from these people. It's just not for you. Like, so yeah, you definitely will be exhibiting, or I mean at least dealing with some type of loss. So I just feel like it's the loss of friendships, and maybe that's something that you don't really want to move on from, but it's like it's hurting you to remain a part of this community or a part of this relationship. Like it's hurting you because y'all don't even see things eye to eye anyway. Like things aren't even great anyway. So it's just like you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. Like the pain of you staying in this situation, is that greater than the pain that you will experience as you are able to move on? No, I feel like you're going to experience pain either way, but you might as well just remove yourself from this thing that is weighing you down and let it pass. That's all I'm saying. I feel like it will pass. Like, I feel like it will pass because we have the Wheel of Fortune that talks a lot about cycles. Um, and I just feel like, yeah, the time is now for you to remove yourself. I like the timing when it comes to the Wheel of Fortune. And also here with the World, it talks a lot about cycles as well, and cycles ending and you graduating and moving on. I just feel like this situation that you're a part of, this relationship that you're a part of, like it did what it had to do when you were at a certain point in time in your life. Now that you are growing, now that you are evolving, it's like it you don't need this anymore. You don't need it. And I feel like you're picking up with all of the arguments and just all of that rough energy. It's like you're picking up that like you are vibrationally out of alignment with this. Okay? You are vibrationally out of alignment. I just feel like now it's time for you to go focus on things that are important to you and things that personally bring you happiness, things that bring you joy, things that bring you comfort, things that bring you actual satisfaction. So you're going to feel the loss anyway. Okay. Then even here with the Five of Pentacles, it's like this is a part of the loss that you're going to be experiencing as well. Is you may be feeling like, oh, I was left out, like, oh, I'm being abandoned, oh, I'm going to be lonely and this and that and that. And you might be a little bit, okay, in this hermit energy. Like you might be feeling like that. I'm not going to hold you. You definitely might, but just understand that that is going to pass. Okay. And then even with the Five of Pentacles as well, like I know I brought up abandonment. So that's something else as well. Like maybe these people are going to be feeling like, oh, you abandoned them. But what's more important? What's more important? Them, feeling abandoned and feeling some type of way, or you moving on and moving forward, like learning more about yourself. Because it's like all of this discord, all of the back and forth. I saw the Ten of Cups in reverse as well, and I should have brought it out. But yeah, this is definitely bringing up potential family issues as well. It's like all of these things, like what is it actually doing for you? Is it making you feel better about yourself? So I definitely feel like it's time for you all to move on. And even here with the Nine of Cups, it's like putting yourself and your happiness first. Like, I think it's okay to do that because there's a lot of just drama right here. That's all I'm trying to say. It's a lot of drama right here. So yeah, you're going to experience the loss. Okay. But within you being able to move yourself out of this, maybe you can focus more so on new opportunities and new things that you can do, or finding some new people that actually can meet you where you are vibrationally at right now. Okay? Because it seems as though your relationships are important to you, or you being tied to these people in this way, it seemed like it was important to you. But like I keep picking up, you're just moving into a different phase, a different stage of your life in which you may not need these relationships anymore. But that's just me. I feel like it's a general reading. You have to take what resonates, like, because I'm not going to tell you like, oh, just up and estrange yourself from your family. I feel like we need to all be able to understand how the information just applies to us. And maybe you're not in a place to where you are prepared to leave a certain relationship. You have to be able to do things in your own time. But even here with the High Priestess, what I will say is just take the time to listen to yourself. If you're feeling some type of way, explore why you feel that way and then go from there. So that's why I don't try to force any type of action on anyone, but I just tell you what it is. And it's really up to you to understand how you can apply that information if you want to. So let's move on to the Moonology deck. Yeah, it was Moonology after Tarot. See if we can get you some advice. So for here, we have prosperity lies ahead. So that's good for you. I know I did see the Five of Pentacles. Did I take it out? No, I didn't. But, maybe that's a part of the hesitancy as well, is you feeling like maybe you're not, you don't have the money or you don't have the finances to be able to move on, to be able to leave this connection or this community. Maybe you feel like you don't have the finances, but Spirit is telling you like prosperity lies ahead. And we see here with the Nine of Cups here as well. This talks a lot about like prosperity, success, and achievement. And then even here with the Wheel of Fortune, like this is a very good card for if you've been dealing with some financial issues. Like this card basically will let you know that like blessings are coming. And Spirit saying blessings are here. So, you know, if it's a lack of money that is holding you down and keeping you attached to something that's not good for you, that you've already identified is not good for you, it's just letting you know that like, you know, that will not be an issue. And that's not going to help to contribute to you having to stay in the same situation or stay in the same relationship. Like it won't be an issue anymore. Here we have meditate and contemplate. I like this energy, especially with the Hermit and the High Priestess. I feel like this is giving you the time to be able to do this, and that's good. I feel like you need relief and rest away from drama and consistent confrontations and arguments and conflict. Like you need the time to breathe and get back together with yourself. You know, allow your energy to really flow. And then when I see Pisces and the High Priestess, it definitely makes me think about psychic as well. Or at least your psychic or your spiritual gifts and abilities. Like I think it would benefit you from being able to take a step back and going into this hermit mode so that you can learn more about yourself spiritually. Okay. And just brush up more on your knowledge, and also take the time to understand your experiences, because when you take the time to review what happened, like it'll help you to see things from a different perspective. And I feel like you also will learn a lot about yourself. Yeah, just learning a lot about the experience and gaining some type of wisdom from that. So when you experience things in life, it's best to take a step back so that you can properly digest what just happened. Okay, because I feel like that's a part of the issue with a lot of people is like things are consistently happening back to back to back to back, and you're not giving yourself time to process your emotions, to process what is happening, to understand and to learn from it. So yeah, essentially when you take a step back, you'll be giving yourself the chance to do that, which is not bad. On the bottom of the deck, it said take time to breathe out. So yeah, you need rest from this. Like I don't know who always trying to fight with you. Like I don't know who this is. They always trying to fight, or they're spreading lies or spreading gossip. But like it's too much. You know what I'm saying? It's too much. Sometimes it's best to just let it go. Like you don't have to keep up with that. Like you don't have to keep up. Sorry, my deck turned in. It turned in, but here I saw it. It says the end of a tough cycle approaches. So yeah, you'll be getting out of this. Because I'm just like, why it seems like it's a lot of fighting here, you know? It's a lot of fighting. And yeah, you definitely are having to preserve yourself. You are. Like, you have to preserve yourself for your own sense of stability, okay? For your own sense of your security. Because when you going back and forth with people and it's a lot of arguments and a lot of things like that, it definitely can bring up a lot of negative emotions that'll start to make you feel bad about yourself. So I think it's time to take a break from this and get back to yourself. That's what I'm picking up. Now, let's get y'all some surrender cards and see what comes up, what you can consciously surrender to, like as you are removing this burden from your life, or at least helping it, okay? As you are helping this along, because I feel like, yeah, things could be happening, but it's like, what can we actively do to help, you know, to help co-create this new beginning or this new reality? I feel like it's always something we can do, but then it really be them points and times where it's like you did enough, and so you just kind of have to let the divine pick up the rest. But yeah, here we have surrender fear. Let go of the fearful stories you are telling yourself. Stay in the moment, focus on solutions, and celebrate every baby step forward. So yeah, I think there is some fear around like just abandoning this or up and leaving it because it's like a perceived loss. But I feel like are you more so afraid of how other people are gonna feel, or more so how you're going to feel, because it seems like you will be feeling a lot better. So I don't know, like, are you also afraid of what other people are going to say and what other people are going to think? I think you have to get to a point in your life to where you just like, I don't care what other people say. Like, I got to do what's best for me. You know, you have to get to that place. But I feel like it takes time. It takes time. Like, so let's see what else comes up here. Yeah. With the High Priestess, I like the fact that this card is just confirming that. It's like, surrender to your intuition, tune into your inner voice, be aware of any gut feelings, flashes, knowings, or aha moments that come through to guide you. So I definitely love that for you as well. It's just letting you know that you should just continue to keep listening to yourself. But I also feel like you need peace. You know, you need quiet. Okay, the noise, I just saw someone lowering the noise, like on a radio, like lowering the volume dial. Is like, we need to turn off, or you know, tune out of that noise, so that you can take the time to focus and breathe and listen to yourself. Like, I don't know how many of these that I got, but I just feel like, I don't know, for pile one, I just feel like I need to get y'all another one. Huh? So you all got, I got two for y'all. We have surrender to rest and sleep. True. To prevent burnout, slow down, honor your need for quiet time and peaceful sleep to rejuvenate your mind, body, and spirit. Then we also have surrender to complete healing, open fully to the loving, compassionate forces of the universe that support your physical, emotional, and spiritual healing. Now, I feel like you have already taken the step forward when it comes to your healing. It's just the fact that it's outside energy, it's external circumstances that are trying to drag you and keep you back there. But I feel like you all have already started healing. It's just, like I said, the burdens that have from others that are keeping you in a stuck. But I feel as though yeah, no. You're gonna surrender fully into your healing. And honestly, that means, you know, taking a step back from these people, this relationship, this community. It means taking a step back. So you have to take a step back the best way that, you know, it applies to you and applies to your situation. That's all I'm trying to tell you. Okay. So as you surrender, as you go ghost and focus on you, like, how is it going to make you feel? How's it going to make you feel? Like, as this burden is removing itself, we have enlightenment. And I love this for you, because when I see the hermit energy, it's like when you put yourself in the hermit energy and you choose to take a step back, you choose to withdraw, you choose to put yourself in a place of solitude, then you can find enlightenment. And I feel like you all are already on the path to enlightenment anyway, because I see that you are removing just a lot of toxic codependencies and attachments, a lot of bondages, a lot of yokes. Like, you are removing those things out of your life. You're releasing those things out of your life so that you can gain a better sense of control over your life, okay? And what you do have control over, okay? Because we do have control over our emotions, and we also have free will. So we can choose the direction in which we want our life to go. We can choose. We can choose. Like, we can't choose everything that happens to us, but we can choose our own path, okay? So I definitely love this for y'all, because it lets me know that as you are releasing, you will find enlightenment. And that's kind of what enlightenment is about. It's really about releasing things that no longer apply to you anymore, and just focusing on what you have left. Okay? Because what you have left is really all you need. Like, so. And we also have gateway here. Yeah, I just feel like you all are just walking a path and just of change and transformation. Like, I feel like you're doing something that a lot of people want to do, but may not have the strength or the courage to really walk through the door. I feel like you all are walking through that doorway. So that's that. I think that was it. But I feel so compelled to get y'all a third card. Like, I just feel compelled. So I'll get y'all one. And we have taking risks. Yeah, I just feel like this is a risk for you. Basically leaving people behind. I think, you know, maybe it's something that you felt like you weren't really prepared to do, but I feel like you have to, because if you surrender to that, it's like you're stepping into your full and complete healing process. Like, And I mean, it's sad. Like, I could tell you there are people in my life that I was really close with at a particular point in time, but once I once I grew up, it's like I had to put away my childish ways, and that included the certain group of people that I was around that, you know, might have been fun for that point in time, but now when you're in a new part of life, you know, you're in a new phase of life, it's like it's not fun anymore. It's quite sad. So that's all I had to say, y'all. But yeah, it seems like it'll definitely be a risk. And it's like once you surrender your fear, it's like you'll be in a more of a bold place to where you can take risks and you can continue to keep moving on because you know, like, okay, I've been here before. I have the knowledge, I have the wisdom, I have the experience. Like, I know that I will be okay as this change is happening. So that's it, y'all. I definitely hope that this reading was able to connect with you and that it resonated for you. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and leave it right here. I hope that you all have a blessed rest of your day, and I will see y'all in the next one. All right, my pile 3 people, if you chose the Muse Tarot with the rose quartz crystal, then I'm going to go ahead and get started with your reading for today. But first and foremost, I want to say welcome to all the new viewers. And I want to give a special welcome back to all of my lovely returning subscribers. And I just want to thank y'all for everything that you all consistently do to help this channel grow. I don't take your engagement here lightly. I appreciate your time and I appreciate your energy. And I just look forward to continuing to show up in my best self, to continue creating even more content and dropping more video readings that you all really enjoy. So definitely stay tuned for that. Stay tuned because I will be going live soon and I'm definitely excited about that. I've also been dropping shorts as well. So I'm just looking forward to continuing to expand this channel, and I'm just taking my time, but it's going to happen. So within that being said, thank y'all. If you have not subscribed, go ahead and click that button and join the fam because I promise that you will love it here. Also, make sure y'all check out the links in the description box as well. There's links there to book a personal reading with me. There's numerous ways that you can donate, but for your convenience, I have enabled the super thanks button directly beneath this video if you would like to donate directly through this platform. You can also check me out on Instagram, but definitely if you're not active on Instagram, make sure you check out my Etsy store, okay? That's where I post my line of 3D and hand painted gel press on nails. And I'm actually excited because I have a press on nail set that I'm almost done with creating for myself. Okay, so I'm definitely excited about that. But anyway, y'all, we're here for the tarot. Okay, so let's bring it back to the topic at hand. And the question that we are asking Spirit today, pile 3, is which burdens are being removed from your life? I have 3 other oracle decks that I'm going to be using as well to help you understand what's going on and what you could do to just move with the change and move with the transition. Because when the burden is being removed, I just feel like that's just something that we can actually celebrate. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into it, y'all. Let's go ahead and get into it. Pile 3, which burden is being removed from your life? Which burden is being removed? Oh, good. This is good. I just heard freedom. Freedom. I heard someone say, I want my life back. I want my life back. That's what I heard. Strength. We have the 9 of Cups. We also have the Hierophant here. I think what you're doing is like against tradition. Maybe it's like what it has to do with your own family's tradition or societal standards. Oh, okay, I see. Wait, let me not laugh at you. But I'm like, oh, I see. I see. We also have the 8 of Wands here as well. Okay, we have the Queen of Cups. We also have the Five of Swords here as well. What I heard was that song by, I think it's by No Doubt or Gwen Stefani, where she's like, "It's my life. Don't you forget, it's my life." So I just feel like the burden that is being left behind is like you not being able to live your life fully, um for you, you know, like you not being able to live the life that you want to live. It seems like it's something that's like tying you down there. It seems like there's conflict. There could even be some type of bullying or deception that you all are experiencing, where someone is trying to tell you how to live your life, how to live your life. Yeah, with the Seven of Wands here, it seems like you're steadily trying to defend your position, why you're doing certain things that you're doing. I just feel like the path that you want to take right now in life is one to where it's independent, and it's you making decisions for yourself. Is you giving yourself lovingly what you feel like you need and what you feel like you deserve. So it's a lot here that has to do with like freedom, like your freedom to make your own decisions. I feel like it gives you a lot of anxiety just having to, what I heard was appease or please other people, where it's like you have to people please just to navigate and do what you want in life. And I just feel like that's something that you all are tired of. So it's that people pleasing aspect, like that's a burden to you, because what you're understanding is that the people pleasing only puts you more in a constant state of anxiety and fear and worry, as opposed to if you just did what you wanted to do, regardless of if you felt like it pleased someone else or not, you would be experiencing your own sense of freedom. That's pretty much what it is. Like, I just feel like this could be what you all want to do for a living, what it is that you want to focus on. But there's an aspect here of self-sufficiency and like me being on the pursuit of my own happiness. Like that's what it is for you all. And there's also a sense of accomplishment and success here as well. So materially, I feel like there's something that you want to do and you feel as though you would find success in that thing. But I also feel like you're gonna defend yourself once you get on and pop in, and it's like you have to defend yourself now. So just get used to it. I feel like someone's always gonna have something to say, so just get used to you having to defend and advocate for yourself and what your needs are. I just feel like there's some conflict here around this, where it's like someone else wants to tell you what you should do, or this could even be societal standards saying that, oh well, you should be doing this and not that. So essentially what you're doing is you're breaking outside of the mold. This could also be something that is like inherent within your own family traditions, or if you all go to church, it could be within the church traditions or the religious practices. Maybe something you're choosing to do something that's outside of this. So, you know, someone is trying to bully you to stay here in a certain place, and that's not what you want to do. It's like something around that. But I just feel like you all are just doing what you feel like is best for you. That's what you'd rather be doing. So you just, in a sense, want to free yourself from the critical. What I heard was I heard hypercritical eye. Like, I don't know it, like hypercritical eye. So it seems as though someone is focusing a little too much on you and what you're doing, and they're being very critical over your choices. It's like they're focusing a little too much on you. And it's like you don't like that right now. You want to go be free to go establish your life the way you want it to be. I feel like some of y'all are definitely going to be walking away from like societal standards, or you're walking away from traditions. You're walking away from the conventionality of it all to go be unconventional, to go try something new. That's kind of what this is. It seems as though this is kind of like a coming of age. Like, so you could be a younger person, and it's like someone's trying to tell you how you should live your life, but you are ready to live your life in a certain type of way that you know is not only going to bring you success, but it's going to really bring you true happiness and freedom. So it seems as though they don't really trust your judgment. They don't really trust what you think is right for you. But even here with the justice, I feel like you're trying to live in a higher sense of just a standard for your life. Like you're just living in a, I just keep hearing like highest accordance, or in accordance with your highest good or your highest potential. It's like that's what you're focused on. And it's like maybe others thinking that you don't know better, but it's like this is a constant thing that you're gonna, like I said, just bringing it back here, this is a constant thing that you're gonna have to do. So like I said, just get used to it. You're gonna have to defend yourself and stand on your own sense of what you're doing, your own morals, your own principles. Like you're gonna have to stand on that. That's just what you're going to have to do for the meantime. Like, that's all I'm telling you. It's just what you're going to have to do, because I feel like someone's always going to have something to say about the way that you want to live your life, especially if it's different from what is traditional, or is different from what is traditionally valued, or, you know, just within society. I feel like even within your family, there could be different things, you know, that your family might value. And if it's like outside of that, then they're going to look at you like, what are you doing? You know, if it's outside of that. But the thing I can say is that, like, removing the burden of, I guess, this hypercritical eye, like this focus on you. And I feel like just going and doing what you feel like is right for yourself is going to just, I mean, I'm going to get into it because I have some other oracle cards over here, like how is this going to make you feel? But I really feel like it's going to do great and amazing things for you. I feel like instead of you fighting back at, you know, this person or these people or this structure that is trying to tell you that what you're focusing on is wrong, instead of you rebelling and fighting back, it's like you're going to be more understanding of this. Okay, so it seems as though you all are going to be exhibiting some type of compassion here, you know, just for where you came from, and even for those people that are still there, or this energy that is trying to like block or stop you or tell you, oh, you can't do this or don't do that. Is like you're defending your happiness here with the 7 of Wands and the 9 of Cups. It's like you're defending what you feel like is your happiness and what is special to you, you know. And I just feel like instead of you rebelling, it's like you're going to emotionally keep that same energy of being like, you know what, if I'm lovingly giving myself what I need, I can also lovingly have compassion for this energy that could have been trying to stop me. I feel like what you're going to understand is like this person or this thing doesn't know any better. It doesn't know any better. It just knows what it knows, but it doesn't know what you know. Okay? Because what you know is that you're doing the best thing that you can do for yourself. You're doing what brings you joy. You're doing what brings you happiness. You're doing what brings you comfort, what brings you satisfaction, what will eventually bring you accomplishment and material success, abundance, and prosperity all on your own. Like, I mean, well, you know, spirit is going to be co-creating with you, but I'm saying it's like you're understanding that your freedom is the missing puzzle piece, you know, your freedom. And that can mean a lot of things. Even financial freedom as well. Like you're understanding that is the missing piece and puzzle to a lot of things. But the thing I can say about you is that you are going to be resilient. Okay. You are persistent and you are forward thinking. You want to move forward in your life. You want to push forward. And this is why I feel like this burden is definitely being removed, because it's like there's a lot of forward moving energy right now. Okay. It's a lot that's going on right now. So I just feel like it's the time. Like the time is now. And I don't know who this is that's trying to hold you back, but it's giving you a lot of anxiety. So you have to put yourself in a place to where you can advocate for what your needs are, what you need for yourself. And then here we have the Emperor. So for some of y'all, this could be like, if has to do with the church, this could be like elders in a church, some type of leader. This could even be a pastor. If this is your family, then of course this is the patriarch of the family. For some of y'all, this could be you trying to leave a job situation at work, because when I see the 5 of Swords here, I typically will attribute that to work, because it's just a highly competitive type of energy and card. And people tend to be very highly competitive in the workplace because it has to do with their abundance. So for some of y'all, this could be literally you leaving a job and focusing on your own personal business, something that's going to give you more success. So that's a option there as well. But for others, yeah, if this is some type of family structure, maybe they're trying to tell you what you should be doing for a living. They're trying to tell you maybe what you should be studying at school. Even here with the Hierophant talking a lot about higher education. So trying to tell you what you should be doing. But it seems like you know what's best for you. And even over time, like, because they may not see it now, but it's like over time, even though you are experiencing some type of inexperience, it's like over time you will become a teacher in what you are choosing to do, your own chosen field or within your own business. Like over time you will reveal yourself to be a lot much more accomplished, a lot much more disciplined, a lot much more focused, and more so in control than not. So I just feel like, I mean, I think the compassion that you're going to be displaying to whatever is trying to stop you or block you from doing what you want, that you know is going to bring you what you want in life, is like I said, you're going to have compassion for that thing because they just can't see it now. Okay, how you showing up is like, we got the Page of Swords right here. Okay, so you're showing up as someone who is not that knowledgeable and as skilled, but I feel like over time, you will become this. Okay, you will become this. Then even here with the Ace of Wands, yeah, it's letting me know that like you really have an idea on your heart. Okay, you have an idea on your heart. You have a new vision for your life. Okay, and you just want to try your hand. You're inspired. Okay, you're excited. You're enthusiastic. So, I mean, I can get it why you want to kind of, what is it, capitalize off of this energy that you're currently experiencing. But it's like, I just want to let you know, it's like others they're not going to understand what's going on inside of you. Like when they look at you, they're going to look at it as like, oh, you don't know, you don't know what's going on. You just choosing anything. When they look at it, they're going to think it's barren. But I feel like over time, you're definitely going to be, experiencing, I just pick up like an Ace of Cups moment where everything is really just overflowing and in abundance. So I feel like you just gotta give it time and these people will see what you see. Okay. I just thought of that Christmas song, and it goes like, do you see what I see? Do you know what I know? And the thing is no, they don't see what you see, and they don't know what you know. So it is what it is. Like, that's why I said, like, you're going to have to defend and you're going to have to stand on what you want, and you're going to have to defend it, and you're going to have to advocate on your behalf. Okay. You just have to, because they don't understand it. They don't get it. Like, and then even here with the Tower, yeah, it's just a sudden and unexpected change. And it's like, it may not have been so sudden for you, but for the others that you are connected to, is actually very sudden, and they just didn't see this change happening. And this Tower card also signifies a breakup here as well. So I think it's just you removing yourself from this environment it's a lot of conflict here and competition and this and that. This could even be politics. So like family politics, church politics, job, work politics, like just removing yourself from that, because you just don't want to focus on that anymore. Like, and when it comes to everything, there's politics. And it's like, for me, I just don't be having the patience to do all that. I just want to do what I want to do. Like, so I get it. I get why it's like taking a break from the politics of it all. It's too much to keep up with all the time, pretty much. When you could just be going over here and focusing on what you want to do in life, which makes sense. Like what you are called and inspired to do. So yeah, that burden is going to go away. Like, but I think part of it is going to go away is because it's like you want it to go away. That's why you have to step up in that energy of like saying what you have to say. But even here with the King of Swords, it's like, yeah, you just gonna have to step it up when it comes to skill attainment as well. It's like, this means studying, this means persevering, this means, being consistent. Like, I didn't see the Eight of Pentacles, but it's like those are things that you can do. And then also remaining emotionally neutral about your process. Like, these are things that you can do, I feel like, to help you not only prove it to yourself that you are truly capable of what you want out of life, but it's like, it's sad to say, but you also have to prove it to these other people as well. Like, that's just what it has to be. Like, I know it starts with you first, but I want you to understand that, like, as you make the changes within yourself first, they're going to be projected into your outside external world. So other people are going to see these changes as well. So like, it's true, you should do what you have to do for yourself, but it seems like in your situation, not only are you proving it to you, which is important first, I agree, but it seems like you have to prove it to these people as well, so they can stop trying to dictate your life and just in which direction that you need to go in. Yeah, I just feel like it's going to come down to you just being a little more efficient and effective, and you know, you have to step up for yourself. Essentially, you have to step up for yourself is kind of what it seems like. And the Ace of Swords is also just a moment of clarity as well. I feel like the moment of clarity for you is you will completely understand why, you know, this person or these people or this institution is essentially you're going to understand why they're being critical over what it is that you're doing. But even here with the Strength card, I just feel like you're going to hear them out, but it's not really more so about like just repeating this message. It's not more so about you rebelling and bucking at the system, but you're having compassion for why they think this particular way or why it was that way. But you're also still looking forward as well. So yeah, I just feel like you're lovingly making these changes and you're really not trying to ruffle any feathers, but you do have to speak up and advocate for yourself. Like, that's just what you have to do so that you're not stuck, so that you're not limited, so that you don't feel as though there's nothing that you can do to bring about this change in your life or what it is that you want. Like, but like I said, like, as far as just even splitting the deck here and seeing the Six of Wands, is like, I think that you will experience victory because I feel like you're giving yourself the best thing for yourself. I think you will experience victory within your new pursuits, the new goals, the new creative ventures, the new hobbies and things that you want to learn. This could even be you learning a different type of it's like studying like a different course of study than what was expected of you, you know, especially when it comes to school. So maybe it was that, you know, here it could be like even your parents or some mentor or somebody is trying to tell you like what you should be studying in school, like I said, but you're like, no, I want to study something else. So that's that. But I mean, with the Six of Wands, it definitely shows that you all will definitely be experiencing some success here, because success came up here with the Nine of Cups, and then even with the Nine of Pentacles, I think this is a success. You being able to focus on what you want, and is growing and is fruitful, and you know, you can see the fruits of your labor like right there. Like, I think that's success as well. And I even think getting in the energy of the Eight of Cups is success, because you're understanding that you deserve more, you want more, and you're unsatisfied with what is going on right here and right now. And there's nothing wrong. It's not saying that you're being ungrateful. It just means that you're not satisfied. And I think that that's two different things. So yeah, I mean, I definitely do like this for you. I just feel like it's a bit hard because, like I said, people are not going to see the end. All they can do is project what they think is going to happen to you. But I feel like as you walk your path, it's like you will change, and you will become a lot much more knowledgeable. You're going to have more skills, and you're going to definitely appear as a lot much more capable than you did when you first started. And I feel like that is going to give, you know, people the that is going to give them the security of knowing that you made the right decision for yourself. And it's sad that it has to come down to that, you know what I'm saying? Giving them the security, because you're the person that's going through the process. You need security. But I feel like it's your enthusiasm and it's your optimism and it's just your excitement that is kind of pushing you forward. You know, even if you have not seen a fruit of your labor just yet. Okay, so let's move on to the Moonology deck and let's see what advice comes out for you. Let's see. All right, we have believe in the impossible. I love that for you. Believe in the impossible. Then we also have communication is key. I feel like this is where the empathy comes from for you. And even here with the Seven of Wands, like there's going to be a lot of talking and defending, okay, that you're doing, like, so that you can walk into and step into your own sense of happiness, not what somebody else wants for you, what you want for yourself. But yeah, with the communication is key. Like, you're gonna have to talk, like I said, like that's gonna be something you have to get used to, is you're gonna have to defend yourself. It is just what it is. Like, I mean, you gotta stand on business. That's what I heard. Stand on business. Like, and if you feel like you're receiving a lot of anxiety because of this, I feel like express how you feel and express what you're thinking. Like, express and say, like, this is actually too much. Like, this is too much and it's out of control. You know what I'm saying? And just saying what the best thing is for you. You know what's best for you. I just feel like it's finding a way to communicate that so that other people can understand. But sometimes it's like, no matter what you say and how many times you say it, it's like people still won't understand. And at that point, it gets exhausting. So, you just have to do what you have to do for yourself at that point. But at least you said something, So no one should ever be confused about what's going on because you communicated that. Like, that's what it is. And we also have here, it's time to release negativity. I love that because it seems like this is a burden that's releasing anyway. So it might have just been like this was the right time for this. It's just too much of a focus and too much of an obsession on this. And it's like, yeah, it's time to let it go. Like, it's time to let it go. Let me see if I can get one more for y'all. Let me see if I can get one more. We have, you're very close to achieving your goal. So I love this for you because it's like, that's the first step, is deciding like, this is what I'm going to do and being okay with it despite other people's opinions. So this is good. You're very close to achieving your goal. We have the nine of cups right here, which talks a lot about achievement. So I know that you will. And then we also have the strength card, which means that you're going to persist and be determined so that you can. The energy is moving forward. It's progressing in that direction. So that's a help. It seems like this is a good time for you to move with it. And then we also have the excitement that you're feeling. It's just multi-layered when it comes to you. It's multi-layered, and it's the fact that you just want to be so self-sufficient. You want this. So it's just a multi-layered thing here. And it's like, you're giving yourself what you feel like you deserve. You're being compassionate with yourself. You're being loving as you're moving forward. And then we also have with the King of Pentacles, is like, not the King of Pentacles. I'm done, y'all. The King of Swords, it just lets me know that you're having a higher standard for yourself. I know we had the Ace of Swords as well. And then here, with the Six of Wands, this is definitely the winner chicken dinner card. I'm just playing, y'all. But this card definitely talks a lot about winning. And as you can see here, she has this star that's near her head and it's within reach. It seemed like she's touching it. Yeah, she is. She's touching the star. So it's like, yeah, like, it's amazing. You definitely will be recognized for your achievements. This could be an award that you could be winning. So maybe that, or even a promotion, just becoming, if this is your own business, it's like you're going to be noted as the CEO of this business, like no if, and, buts, or maybe. So it's just, they may not think highly of you and what you want to do right now. So just give it some time, but the fruits of your labor and your success will be shown. So that's just what's coming up here. That's why I want to let you know. So you don't really have to be afraid. It seems like you're going to find success here. So let's get y'all some surrender cards so we can see what you can consciously surrender to as this burden is being released and removed from your life. Okay, we have surrender the habit of people pleasing, speak your needs and be true to yourself. Focus on your own happiness instead of always trying to make everyone else happy. We also have surrender to receiving support and love. Allow the love and support of others in rather than trying to handle everything yourself. This can take the pressure off and simultaneously nurture you. So I will say that, lean into the connections and where you do understand that, those connections support and love you regardless of what decision you decide to make in life. And they understand that, like, even with the Page of Swords, like, this is going to be a learning experience for you. It's a learning lesson. But the thing I do like is, like, even though it's a learning experience for you and a lesson, it's like, I feel like you're still coming out on top. So that's the crazy thing about it. Like, so maybe, these people just don't want you to experience some type of failure, or, that could come from a good place, from someone that is that's smothering. But I don't really pick up too much that is smothering. It just seems as though, I don't know, they could be projecting failure onto you as well. Because if I would have seen this Queen of Cups show up in the reverse, then I would have been like, okay, but I would have been like, okay, like, clearly there's some smothering going on here. Someone just doesn't want you to live your life. But yeah, that could be the case as well. I'm just picking up that there's the fact of they don't want the failure to happen. They think that you will fail. So that's that. But here, let's see. I'm gonna get y'all another one and see what comes up. I'm gonna get y'all another one. We have surrender to the wisdom of your body. Listen to your body's messages about a person or situation. If you feel physically drained or uncomfortable, be cautious. If you are energized and happy, move forward. So when I see this purple, it just makes me think that you're really going to have to lean into your intuition and you understanding energetically what is right for you and what's not. On the bottom, we have surrender to passion as well. I think that this is something that you're actively doing, or at least you're trying to do it and not be held back. That's something that you're trying to do. So I can definitely see that. But yeah, I mean, I definitely love this for you all. It seems as though you won't be alone on your process and journey, that there are going to be some people that come around, or some people already that are here and that want to help you get a leg up. So you just have to, I guess, release the energy of the others that essentially don't want you to push and move forward. So, but the thing I like about you as well is whenever I see this strength card, it makes me think about awareness and openness. So it's not to say that, like, oh, you're not trying to lean into criticism. Like, criticism can be constructive if it's constructive. But if it's just criticism for the sake of, oh, they just want to talk about you, then nah, that's not good. You're going to have to stand on business. But I do like the fact that you have a sense of awareness here as well. So I think that you will be okay as you walk your journey. You just have to stay tuned in and tapped into yourself. But I definitely love the fact that you all have the King of Swords here as well. That just lets me know that you're not a stupid person. Like, you're not an aimless person. I feel like you'll be making moves that focus more so on being practical, on being logical, and on being rational. But at the same time, you have that energy and enthusiasm to continue to persist and move forward. So you don't have to be afraid. You don't have to be afraid of this process, of this journey that you're stepping into, even if others may be putting that fear into you of failure. I feel like you don't have to be afraid. But let me get y'all some cards from the Sacred Destiny Oracle. Pretty much, how are you going to feel once you remove these burdens and you continue to focus on what you have to surrender to? Okay, like, how are you going to feel? How are you going to feel? Or I guess what is the effect on your life? Like, oh wow, so y'all have power. I love this for y'all, because when I look at the Emperor, and even here with the Strength card, that's very powerful. Okay, it's very powerful. So I definitely do feel as though your power is going to be undeniable. I feel like your leadership, your discipline, your intelligence, your logic, your structure, like, all of these things are going to be undeniable. So I just think that this is your own path that you have to take into your own sense of becoming. Like, that's why I'm like, is this a coming of age? But I feel like for most of y'all, like, even if you are older, it's like you are becoming, okay? You are becoming who you always should have been, okay? But I always feel like who you should be, like, and becoming is always going to be a journey and process. So it seems like this is the journey and process. Okay, that's what it seems like. And I love this. I love this because it's like you're going from merely a page to an emperor. And I mean, that's like going from A to Z. So just understand that throughout this process, it's like lovingly have compassion for yourself. And I think you should be okay. Like, you just got to keep moving with the energy and stay inspired is what it seems like. And we also have security. Yeah, I think that, you know, even whenever you start out with something, it can be it can be neither here nor there. Okay. And it seems as though this is the idea that others have had on your life, where it's like, oh, it's here nor there. Okay. It's here nor there. But I feel like as you continue to keep walking the process, as you continue to keep acquiring more skills, acquiring more knowledge, acquiring more abilities, then you will see that you all are actually capable, that you're capable of becoming who you want to become, or you're capable of accomplishing the goals that you want to accomplish. So I feel like every step is going to be a little shaky and insecure. You'll be a little insecure, but I feel like as you get a good grip and hold, then you will become a lot much more secure within yourself and your abilities, and doing what's best for you. So I definitely love this. I love this for y'all because it's coming of age, like, or it's, you know, your life is going in a completely different direction, but you're still going to be finding some success from this. So I love it. I kind of want to get y'all another card, and then I'm going to end this. I'm going to close up this reading and end it for today. And then we also have new beginnings. So I love this. It's like your life is just, like I keep saying, it's going in a different direction than from what other people expected. It's sudden. They didn't think it would happen. They didn't know what would happen. But I like this because it's like new horizons. It's new like land for you all to cover. And it's like if you didn't decide to do what you wanted to free yourself, then I don't know if you would truly be experiencing this. But yeah, I think that's half the battle is the process, and the other half of the battle is advocating for yourself, okay, for what you need and for what you want. And being okay with consistently doing that. So I'm gonna leave it here. I definitely hope that this reading was helpful. I hope that it made sense for you. I hope that you resonated with it. And yeah, like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see y'all in the next one. Be safe, fam.